that the power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Welcome to the Sorry You're in My Seat podcast, a weekly film and movie review show with my two good buddies, Woozy.
Hello.
And my good buddy, Sam.
Hello there.
How are we doing, gentlemen?
I feel compelled to, though.
Do you want to expand on that?
Just something in the water is compelling me.
James, set up what this show is.
This show is the journey of yourself and myself.
Yes.
Exploring the world of films, showing Sam the detours, the finer things, and the things that are out there.
This is because you and I came across Sam's DVD collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's full
Sinful,
good.
you might say.
It's pretty sinful, if I'm honest with you. Yeah.
You could say that, and we've been trying to put you on the correct path ever since, haven't we?
Absolutely. 12 episodes in, I think we're doing pretty well so far.
Yeah.
I've seen some films now, which is good.
You've seen some belters.
I've seen some belters.
Today's episode, we've got a bit of an itinerary. We're going to look at the film Deadpool 2.
Absolutely.
Which links into a competition we've been running all week on our social media pages. And then we're going to be reading out some of your best movie confessions.
Oh, naughty
confessions.
Naughty.
This came off the back of last week's episode where James confessed that he hadn't seen the film Goonies.
And I never will. Sorry.
Never?
Probably not.
Yeah, you will, mate.
Maybe.
You will. We'll make you.
I tell you what, that film has seriously been following me around work because I think my boss has heard it and has been moving it everywhere I've been. The film The Goonies is stalking me.
Is it every time you walk in the store, he just goes, "Hey, you guys"? Because that's a Goonies joke, James.
Yeah, and that also might be something else, not because you haven't seen the film.
Yeah. Good joke.
Thank you, mate.
Good joke.
And he doesn't get it, so that's perfect.
So, and also, Sam, you've confessed a few things on the show as well, like not
I've
seeing...
confessed many things, mate, but I'm rectifying my sins.
Oh, I get it because I look like Sloth.
There you go.
Hey, he's back. He's back.
Ladies and gentlemen, James Kieran Woozy.
Yeah. So you've been confessing things like you haven't seen the Lethal Weapon films.
I have.
But you lied about it for 14 years.
He sinned.
That's a cardinal sin, that.
That is a cardinal sin, but I feel honesty is the best way between friends and between the listeners of the podcast. They need to be honest with us, we can be honest with them.
We're here to absolve you of your sins.
I'm here to be absolved.
Yes. And also you confessed that you cried at Home Alone, James.
I didn't confess, I'm proud of it.
Oh, okay. So that's going to be the theme later on. But before that, like I say, we're going to discuss Deadpool 2 and any other movies that we've been, which we've seen this week. Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a perfect plan. I'm on for this one.
This is Tuesday evening, Tuesday afternoon. We've gone back on the beers. The last few episodes, we've been doing them early morning with coffees, haven't we?
We have, so we're back on it.
It feels good to be back on.
Our good friend Hobgoblin is here with us.
Yeah. Right then. James, have you seen any films this week?
I've seen Deadpool 2 again.
Lovely.
I'll tell you what, though, quick shout out.
Yes.
Because I was supposed to be at work tonight. So just, the only reason I'm off tonight is because I promised I'd give the manager who let me off, I'd give him a quick shout out. So there's a quick shout out to Woostock.
Nice. Inside joke.
It is an inside joke that only one person will get.
I've seen The Commuter this week.
Yes,
the
on Facebook.
Nielsen one.
Liam Neeson one. Yeah.
Tell me about it. I haven't seen that one.
I'm going to come to that in a second because that's going to cover all of 3 minutes. But I have also seen The House with a Clock in Its Walls.
Yeah, you've changed a few minds with your little review you put on Facebook. It looks to me.
Just say, I believe I saw someone say that it looked a lot like Goosebumps, which is my first thought of it as well. Jack Black, similar role.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of episodes back when we did the trailer episode, this is one that I saw. I think I saw it in the cinema at the time, but then I rewatched. We didn't discuss it on the show. But it really didn't appeal to me looking at it. I thought it looked like a Goosebumps movie. I felt like I wasn't the target audience for it. But then, do you ever have that kind of Saturday afternoon, weekend or week off, and it's kind of 3 o'clock, and you think, I'm just going to go watch a movie. It's still going to be light when I finish. It's that kind of nice time of day to go watch a film.
Yeah, like the twilight time.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I know what I meant.
Midday to lunchtime
I'm normally drinking then, so I ain't got time. So.
So I was like, well, I'm going to go down, see what's on. And all that was on when I walked in the cinema was The House with a Clock in Its Walls. So I went and watched it. And do you know what? I was converted. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it.
Tell us about it, Aaron.
Yeah,
we don't really know much about it.
Do you know anything about it?
I know Jack Black's in it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about me as well.
So it's inspired by a book that was written in 1973, I believe it was. So everything that I talk about predates Harry Potter. Just remember that before we go into
Predates
this.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, predates that. So after the untimely tragic death of his parents, 10-year-old Lewis, played by Owen Vaccaro, is sent to live with his oddball uncle, Jonathan, who's played by Jack Black.
Yeah.
When he gets to his uncle's house, he soon learns that his uncle and the feisty next door neighbor, Mrs. Zimmerman, played by Cate Blanchett, have magical powers. They are in fact a witch and a warlock.
Ooh.
I'll confess, I didn't know what a warlock was until this point. I'd heard of the term. I didn't know.
Kevin Smith in Died 4.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't realize it meant a male witch.
Oh my God, he just dropped some knowledge on us then, didn't he?
What, Die for?
Yeah.
It's Die Hard, mate.
Fair enough.
So they've got these magic abilities, and the house itself is alive, and it is alive with secrets, essentially. It's the kind of film where suits of armors move, paintings change shape in the background. There's a stained glass window that constantly is changing, like a movie screen.
I'm getting a Haunted Mansion type thing from it.
Yes.
With the Eddie Murphy terrible film. Yeah.
And at night time, when in the quietest hours of the night, the walls start ticking. There's a clock somewhere hidden in the house.
Is it in the walls?
It's in the walls,
Ooh.
yeah. So obsessed with finding the clock, Lewis finds his uncle at night time, Jack Black, going around the house trying to find the source of the ticking. I'm not going to say much more than that, other than that very early on in the film, you were explained that the clock appears to be counting down. So it's, when the bell rings every kind of hour or whatever, it's getting shorter and shorter. And it's the idea that it's some kind of doomsday clock is essentially what they're trying to find.
Oh dear.
Now, I went into it thinking it was a Goosebumps film, but to sum it up, it's more of like Hocus Pocus, Casper, and Addams Family Values, the second one.
Oh, I've got.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surprisingly, from what I've just described, Eli Roth directed it.
Yeah, I was very weirded out by that one.
Eli Roth of Hostel and
Hostel thing, yeah.
Cabin in the Woods. Cabin Fever, sorry.
That's the one.
Green Inferno, the horror of horror expert.
What's it called? Gonzo Horrors is like blood and guts and that type of thing.
Yeah.
Did this child-friendly movie.
Yeah, like I said, but it's got those themes of, like I say, more Hocus Pocus and such than the Goosebumps movie. So the set design on it and the artistic direction of the film really, really sold it to me. You really believed that the house, the set was alive, and it just had a real aesthetic look to it. When I watched the TV series Hannibal, did you ever see that?
I did.
The first season, I did.
Yeah, so that had that just interlaced with the whole series was this colour through what they were wearing and the rooms, like the psychiatry rooms, and that the set made just as big a part of the show as the actors did.
Yeah, yeah.
And for me, this had that. It's produced by the company Amberlin, who we know did is obviously the Spielberg go-to film production company, the E.T. and such. And the set design is really, really good. I really, really like the house and how it comes to life with all these, like, say, secrets and whatever. It's not without faults. It does, in the last third of the film, lose itself and go all over the place. Some pretty bad CGI and effects towards the end of the film as well. But it's not, like I say, without its problems with things like the script. But also, what's probably worth a conversation on another day is films where the cast work perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jack Black is absolutely in his element in this film, taking the lead as the oddball Uncle Jonathan. When I saw him in the Jumanji sequel, Welcome to the Jungle, where he's overshadowed by The Rock and Kevin Hart, and he's playing not a secondary character, the third character in the film, he never really kind of breaks out into the character, but when he does, he steals the film.
I was going to say, I've had a lot of people tell me Jack Black's one of the best things about him.
He is, his performance in it was my favourite thing, but I felt that he was being held back by two bigger personalities.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And in this one, you're shown, put Jack Black front and centre, and he's really funny and he's really in his element. And Cate Blanchett, of all people, to play alongside him, she's phenomenal. Some of the best scenes are between the two of them. So they've got this kind of like brother-sister relationship. So next door neighbours, they don't really like each other, but they'll do anything for each other. So they're bickering a lot of the time. Insults are being thrown backwards and forwards. But I thought it was really, really good. Like I say, it's that kind of middle of the road. I think it's a combination of being on a day off, going midday, still having the rest of the afternoon to myself when I come out of the film. And do you know what? When I was coming out, most importantly, the real target audience, the kids that when I watched that film, when they came out, they were all like, "Oh, that was amazing," and that kind of talk. And I thought, great, hit the nail on the head. So Just goes back to that episode what we did on trailers, that not always trailers are accurate. Sometimes you just got to take that gamble.
Yeah, I saw something on Facebook the other day, and you'll have to tell me because it's the first time I've seen it, and I don't know whether it's new or old. It was Jack Black's Star on the Walk of Fame.
Oh no, that's
no,
new.
Is that anything? I didn't
new.
want to say anything in case it was old.
Yeah.
Did you see the video?
Yeah, where he's like crawling on the floor.
Yeah,
and
it's quite good.
Yeah, he's doing all like the modelling and
He made
like,
it very funny.
Yeah, typical Jack Black. He's great.
Yeah. Listen, I'm done now. I've got this. This is all I wanted. That's it. No more.
It's funny you should mention Jumanji because I'm a big believer in seeing films I haven't seen. You spoke about it. I've seen the Jumanji sequel since, and I loved it. I thought it was brilliant.
I put it on and fell asleep.
Oh no, I don't know why. I just really liked it.
I put it on like 10 at night and I was really tired.
There's something that we mentioned in that episode that if it hadn't been a sequel, I think it would have been a better film. Like if they just removed the Jumanji and called it something else. I know I really liked that film. I thought it was really good. I think it's actually let down by the fact it's a sequel.
I felt that the Jumanji sequel was like a handover. It was kind of like us passing down a film that was part of our generation to the new guys.
Yeah,
and saying like, carry the torch kind of thing. Because again, it wasn't the target audience for it.
Please.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought it was going to.
I'm completely on your side though. I think Jack Black steals the show. I thought he was great in it.
Yeah. Should I do the commuter quickly before we get into Deadpool? Yeah. Oh man,
I'm timing 3 minutes. Go.
The commuter, Liam Neeson plays a insurance seller who commutes daily and has been commuting for 10 years, backwards and forwards on a train.
So you could even call him a commuter.
Yeah, that's the name of the film.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he's going backwards and forwards on this train for 10 years, doing his job. And one day he gets made redundant.
No.
And on the train ride back, where he has to go obviously tell his wife that he's lost his job, randomly sitting opposite him is Vera Farmiga. Who was in Bates Motel. And so she sits across from him and says, hypothetically, if I was to give you $100,000, could you find someone on this train who doesn't belong on this train? You use this train ride every day. You've got to know faces. You might not know their names, but you know the regulars. Hypothetically, let's say there was someone on this train and I asked you by the last stop, you have to find them and put a tracking device on them. Would you do it? And he's like, well, what happens to the person? And she's like, you don't know. You're not allowed, I'm not going to tell you what happens. It could be good, it could be bad, but you've got until that last stop. And then events play out, which of course, because he needs the money essentially, because he's just lost his job, he takes on the challenge. Now, luckily for Liam Neeson, he's got a background in being a policeman.
Oh, that's lucky.
Was he a detective?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
God,
some of his expertise were finding people and such.
Oh, that's good.
Which is really weird for Liam Neeson to play, really, isn't it? That type of character.
Liam Neeson is notoriously not good at finding people.
Now, if you're thinking of Taken, when I was watching this, I was like, isn't this what was that film he did on the aeroplane? No, what was it called?
No, I know which one you mean though.
Yeah,
I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, where he had to find someone on an aeroplane.
Yes.
And if not, every 20 minutes they would kill someone.
They'd kill someone on it, yeah.
Non-stop. It was called Non-stop.
Yeah.
I was watching this going, is this a sequel? Is it the same character? Is it like a Die Hard situation with John McClane's in a new, like terrorist situation? No, it's just a standalone film where Liam Neeson has to find someone, this time on a train.
So my understanding of that is, should he not have just gone up to her and put the tracker on her because she quite clearly doesn't belong? If I just cut like an hour and a half movie into like 4 minutes.
Money down, please.
We were talking about tropes last week with Stephen King books and the films. Unfortunately, when he doesn't want to play along to the sadistic woman's game, he finds out that she's got his family.
Oh, what a twist.
No. And if he doesn't play along, something bad will happen to them.
Every 20 minutes?
No, it's good.
Do you know what film it does remind me of? I never actually saw it, but I think I've seen half of it before I'm done. It's called The Box. So there's a couple who haven't got any money, and then it's the random element that you open the box and you get £1 million, but someone in the world will die, but you don't know who. Yeah.
It's Cameron Diaz's film, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Ed Harris is in it. And
this
is one of those where if Ed Harris ever comes around your house, don't open the bloody door because he just brings bad news with him.
Yeah, he does.
The only good thing not the only good. Again, this is popcorn fodder. It's just if you want a no-brainer, a couple of beers, just watch a film. This is a beer flick.
It really is.
Flick? I think you'd enjoy it. I mean, for what it's worth. I mean, what I've just told you is the film. Now, if you say I want to watch it, then this film would probably suit you. If listening to that description of the film, you say that's not for me, it probably is not for you because it doesn't really expand any more than that.
Yeah. At any at any point during the film does they take a census? Like, right, everyone stand up, sit down if you know your way. Well, it's just like really generic, not actiony, just like, what's your mother's maiden name? Just like really, really boring information gathering.
It is kind of like that, yeah.
See, I watched that.
How he figures it out is not true. There's a couple of clever, like, sleight of hand moments, but I saw them when they were happening, and the big thing at the end, I don't know if it's just because I was paying attention or just watched that many films.
Or because you'd seen non-stop.
Yeah, the sleight of hand scene, I was like, right, there it is, in the first 20 minutes. And so when it was revealed at the end, I was like, yeah, I saw it. Colin McFarlane's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Lincolnshire Colin McFarlane.
He is.
From The Dark Knight.
Who we're going to try to get on the show.
Yeah. He also did the voice of, what was that TV show? The one which Philip Schofield did, In the Box.
I don't know.
What was that TV show called? The Cube.
The Cube. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he was the voice of.
He's the voice of the Cube.
voice of the Cube, isn't he? Yeah.
So he's a Lincolnshire. He wasn't born in Lincolnshire. He was born in London, but he lives in Lincolnshire. It's nice to see him in the train as the train conductor.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a lovely little bit that.
Yeah.
Does he die?
Not telling you, mate, but the film suffers from two things. Sam Neill and Patrick Wilson are in the opening scene. I think they're coming back at the end of the film because they're in the first scene and then you don't see them again. And also some really terrible CGI at the end of the film. It just ruins it. But yeah, The Commuter,
Cool.
not
we'll
a
talk
great
about
one.
this more when we get Colin McFarlane on the show.
I'm going to book him for next week, I think.
Are you going to try?
Yeah. Chibs, sorry, I'm going to have to move you down the schedule. We're having Colin McFarlane on if we can get him. Right then, let's talk Deadpool 2. Someone take the lead.
Okay. Well, should we talk about the competition first, I think?
Yes.
Yeah. So we've run a competition for the last few days to win a copy of Deadpool 2 Super Duper Cut on Blu-ray. You two had already seen the film, I think. I watched it recently just to catch up on it. So yeah, we'll discuss the film a little bit, and then what we're going to do is, instead of on social media, we filmed it last time so you can see the winners. We'll just announce it on the show. And then we'll
post it out to you, and you'll have it. You'll have it by the weekend.
So James, I've got facts about Deadpool 2, but I didn't get directors and actors. And
No, I'll just hit you with a quick storyline. Mm-hmm. So Deadpool 2 takes off where Deadpool the first ended. So we have the invulnerable Wade Wilson. He's a merc for hire. He's trying to stay on the good side. He's got a very loving girlfriend / fiancée. I don't think they're married at any point.
No.
Vanessa. Called Vanessa. And tragedy befalls. And he's thrust into despair. And in the end, gets put into prison where he's lost his abilities, meets a young kid. And then a traveller from the future named Cable comes back and is trying to kill this child. So basically, Deadpool finds another reason to live, and he gathers a team together, and he takes the fight to Cable and ongoing things. So that's me. That was my spoiler-free.
Yeah,
what's
it's
going
trying
on
to
that
because
one.
Even when I was looking at facts, there's a lot that I don't want to give away because there's a big character at the end that if you don't know and you are a fan of the X-Men universe, we don't want to spoil it because it did get my little button clenching when he popped up. Yeah,
Deadpool's a weird one in terms of characters. James, do you feel comfortable telling, if someone doesn't know who Deadpool is, Ryan Reynolds' history in the Wolverine film and then what happened leading to the Deadpool movies? Are you right with that?
I'll go very briefly that I think I'm fair to say a lot of fans of Deadpool and Wade Wilson were very happy when Wolverine's origins was announced that Ryan Reynolds was going to play him because he's the merc with a mouth. That's his nickname. He's very cocky, very sure of himself. Fourth wall break jokes. I think a lot of people were very excited to see Ryan Reynolds as that.
He was perfectly cast. He was a fan favourite.
There's a lot there with Hugh Jackman. Now, after the fact, can you see anyone else playing Deadpool? I can't. It's just like I can't ever see anyone else playing Wolverine.
No, absolutely not.
So I think he was the right choice. A lot of people were very happy. His opening scene in Wolverine, he's very cocky, very sure of himself, very, very happy. Disappears for the length of the film. Shows up at the end, he's got no mouth. Yeah. His literal name is the merc with the mouth, and he has no mouth.
Yeah, they took Deadpool literally, didn't they? Because at the end of the Wolverine film, he becomes a mutant that is created from the genes of everything. Created out of a Deadpool.
And the after scene credit for that is his disemboweled head with the mouth like ripped open, and you're supposed to think that it was bad.
It was a bad, and everyone was let down. Everyone felt kind of betrayed by this performance. Waiting for Deadpool, which started a massive campaign online, didn't it, to get him his own standalone film and for Ryan Reynolds to do it properly.
Exactly. And then the opening scene of the first Deadpool was a film that they shot as like a spec fan film. A lot like Nathan Fillion has done recently with Uncharted. So it was off his own back. He came in, did some reading, and it's about the car scene, tumbling and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Now, very good. I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds also produces the film, doesn't he? And he put a lot of his own money into getting the film made. And at the time when Deadpool 1 came out, I believe it was the biggest grossing R-rated movie of all time. So it hit the mark massively.
And completely understandable as well. The first one
was hilarious, that first
hilarious.
film.
It will go down in history as...
My biggest problem with the first one is, I don't know if you two agree, the funniest parts you saw in the trailer.
No.
And I did feel that ruined it.
I thought it was a laugh minute the whole way through.
Oh no, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but I think the biggest laughs were in the trailer.
But you get that with most.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong, enjoyed it. Yeah. I don't think it will go down in history.
Okay. So that was an origin story. So in Deadpool 2, as you've already explained, or you've set up, so what do we think of this film then?
Now, I know my opinion varies
Good.
from yours
I'm glad
too.
someone does.
Again, a laugh a minute. I absolutely loved it. I didn't think the storyline was incredible, but it had everything it needed. As of I love the 4-4 breaks. I love the comedic value of everyone. I just absolutely loved it, and I know one of you hated it or very disliked it, and the other one was very middle of the road. But no, I absolutely adored it. I thought there was so much. When I did a bit of reading about it the other day, I went back and rewatched some bits just because there was a lot of bits that I missed in the first one. So I wrote this down so you remember. You know when he's drawing the picture of the map, trying to tell the X-Force of what's going to happen. It shows the picture of the prison. It's got a little picture of Wolverine, and he's got 24601 written over him, and just like little japes like that, which I absolutely love. When he signs his name, he signs it Ryan Reynolds, and stuff like that. I thought it was brilliant. I really did.
Yeah, I didn't think it was as good as the first film, but I still enjoyed it. But I thought with how good the first one was, with having longer to make the second one, a bigger budget, the real backing of the studio this time, I thought it was going to be absolutely epic. And for me, actually, I was more interested in Cable's character, so the mutant, the time traveling mutant played by Josh Brolin. I was actually, every time he was on screen, I was like, yeah, I like this. And actually, the second one for me, I felt the trailer showed you more of the gags than the first one. So for me, the second one, I felt that I had already seen a lot of the big gags before the film came out from the trailer.
Yeah, I will say for the second one, they recycled a lot of gags from the first one, which that doesn't faze me. You mentioned budget. I did write the budget down. I think it was estimated at 110 million to make. Opening weekend, it made 125 million, and up until August last year, worldwide, it was 733. So 620 million
pocket money
straight up.
So what's your problem with it, James? Jesus,
I don't actually have a problem with it. I just don't like it as much as everyone else seems to. Right. So my favourite joke from the first one, and I think it's hilarious, I always think it's pant-wettingly funny because it's my sort of humour, is when he's having a flashback and then he turns to the camera and then Ryan Reynolds says, a 4-4 break inside a 4-4 break. And I loved that. That's my sort of humour. My favourite jokes from the first one were all 4-4 breaks. And my problem is, I don't think I was the only one that had that. And then the writer realised that there was this funny thing and everything's a 4-4 break. So then I don't see the point of making a movie. Just make a documentary about making a film. Like the signing Ryan Reynolds' name, I don't like it. But for example, the thing I really liked at the beginning is when he's just having to go at the film Logan, because Logan's out on him. He's right. Oh my God, Logan did this, Logan did that. I'm going to get mine back. Really enjoyed that. Thought it was really good. Cut away, the after credit scenes. I didn't like any of them. I thought they were all in poor taste. Yeah.
Oh no. I
thought they were brilliant.
I thought they were fantastic.
Oh no. Other than the Wolverine one, which is one I liked, other than that.
You didn't like the Green Lantern one?
Oh, to be fair, yeah.
Yeah, that's 2 of the 3. So
I guess one of them. I was a bit, which you made reference to.
Yeah. So at the end of the movie, for anyone who needs reminding, because this film's been out long enough for people to have seen it.
And if you haven't, you might want it.
Yeah, yeah.
You might want to win this competition. Yeah.
Deadpool does get his hand on the time traveling device, and I think that's some of the best scenes in it. Right. Like you said, the X-Men cameo in it, I thought was brilliant. Did not see that coming, and I was trying to think all the way through it who it was, because you kind of suggested that there's someone coming into it, aren't you? Some
also played by Ryan Reynolds.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay, tell me some more facts then.
So what have I got here? To be fair, some of them were just little jokes. I didn't pick them. So at the beginning, when it has that James Bond-esque.
I was just saying, it's a rip take of James Bond.
Yeah, in the original one, it said when it said who wrote it, it said the real heroes here. And this one, it said the real villains here, which I thought was quite funny.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
They're falling out, didn't they? The director and Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
He left
in pre-production.
Yeah.
He walked away from it. Yeah. I don't know the director's name, but he did sort of try quash it and say, I had nothing to do with an argument, but I think there's a lot of evidence that came to it.
Was that the original director? It was
Yes.
Was it Mark Miller? I think was the one who walked away.
Yeah. What have I got? Good one for you, James. So Cable, did you know a couple of people who's supposed to play him before Josh Brolin got his hands on it?
Pierce Brosnan.
I said this, yeah.
Pierce Brosnan, because when I saw that picture, I thought Pierce Brosnan was going to be flipping perfect for that role. I'm a big Pierce Brosnan fan, but...
I'd love to know why he pulled out, because he was signed on, wasn't he?
I would have loved that.
There was two more.
I don't know them.
There was one, I'm not sure whether he was just wanted or whether he's actually asked, but Russell Crowe was highly wanted.
Russell Crowe would have been cool. I would like Russell Crowe. I think Josh Brolin, to be fair, was the right choice. I just think Russell Crowe would have been pretty cool.
He hasn't had enough success this year.
No,
not at all. But there was also one other person who unfortunately couldn't do it because of conflict in
Samuel L. Jackson.
No, but you like this guy. He's a bit of a bae.
Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon, my friend. Michael Shannon was supposed to play Cable.
Well, obviously,
unfortunately had to say no to it.
Obviously, anything with Michael Shannon would have been perfection,
It
and
would have been
10 out of 10.
I mean, he probably wouldn't have won the Oscars if Shannon had done
Exactly.
100%.
I think Shannon purposely does bad movies sometimes so that he gives other people a chance, and that's the beauty of Shannon.
Yeah, he's very giving.
He's giving.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, what else got? Josh Brolin.
He does bad movies for our sins. Praise be to Shannon.
Josh Brolin signed on for 4 films playing as Cable, which you said is going to be 2 more Deadpools, 2 more X-Force.
2 X-Force and
one of his own.
and his standalone film.
See, I've only got 3 others, and they all involve that character that I don't want to mention.
Oh, let's lead them then, because I think that's a nice.
I would like to point out, love the character Domino. Thought she was fantastic in it.
Yes.
I thought
she was easily the best one, and I did like the X-Force bit. That entire bit, I thought was hilariously pan-wang funny, even though that was all you saw in the trailers.
Oh, you mean when they're all coming down? Oh
no, I even like the scene, even when you know what's happening. So I saw the bit where they interview the guy, and he's like, any special skills? He's got like type 1, type 2 diabetes. And I already knew that was coming, still thought it was hilarious.
I have got one for that. So there is he called The Vanisher or something?
The Vanisher. What, he's played by Brad Pitt?
Played by Brad Pitt, who you only see literally like 0.5
he gets
of a
electrocuted.
second. Would either of you like to take a guess on how much he was paid to do that scene?
If he got paid anything, that is disgraceful.
I'm going to go fish and chips.
A cup of coffee. He said, I'll come and do it if you make me a coffee whilst I'm there.
I like that.
And it was literally
good.
just half a second, but he said, I love the film, I'd love to be in it, and got paid a cup of coffee.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Editing and direction. That sort of cutaway thing's amazing.
Does the Deadpool franchise, is it at risk of being saturated with cameos and stuff, do you think?
But to me, and I think its loyal fan base, which is of the masses, they won't mind that. I mean, there's a lot of films that get hammered with cameos, and actually sometimes it's nice in a film like this that doesn't take itself seriously to just go, who they got in this time?
Yeah, it's very difficult to do a pun-a-minute film like this. You know, the only film that I've really seen recently that every couple of seconds was a joke and it worked was the Batman Lego movie.
Yeah, that was
that
brilliant.
for me was laugh a second, and my only criticism with that was there was so much in it.
You miss a lot, don't you? You have to see it 3, 4, which might be, and I know you've seen it more than once. Like you say, you want to rewatch it to pick up on some of these things.
Yeah, and my thing with Deadpool was it was just like, and when one of the jokes doesn't land, you kind of went, and it was you had to kind of get the momentum going again. But I still enjoyed it. I still really liked it. I don't think they'll ever beat the first one. Now I'm thinking about it, and
no.
I'm in the camp that I don't want Hugh Jackman in it. So I know a lot of people want the crossover, but for me, like I said before, I think Logan was a perfect film.
But Ryan Reynolds doesn't want that either. Ryan Reynolds has already said he will never have Logan in his film. He'll have Hugh Jackman in his film.
Now that I can see him doing.
Yeah.
I can see Hugh, because if it's about the fourth wall and stuff like that,
that's
you
what he
know
wants.
he's going to be in it, and at some point, it'll be like Hugh Jackman auditioning for the part of Wolverine on Broadway, and Deadpool's there. It'd be something like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
A parody on his own character,
Which I do think. I think we're pretty safe with the Deadpool films for now. I know you wasn't the biggest fan, James, but I think you will struggle to find people that don't say I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I thought the second one's not that well received. The first one's better. I think everyone agrees.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. The numbers definitely say different.
Yeah, but numbers never lie, do they? Come on.
620 million, mate.
Yeah, I think it was only outdone by was it Part 2 beat it last year?
Did it?
I think that was the biggest grossing R-rated
Before
film.
it came out, you mean it beat Part 1?
Oh, it beat Part 1, so yeah. Oh, yeah, but Deadpool 1 beat Deadpool 2, didn't
sorry.
it? Yeah, Deadpool 1 was the high grossing.
Would you like to talk about National Podcast Day and the competition, and then we'll pick a name out?
Yes, so for National Podcast Day, which was a few days ago, we put up a competition on our social media pages. All you had to do was tag a friend into the status.
Or 7.
Or you could tag as many as 5. Now, if you put 5 names in, your name is in this pot 5 times. So the more people you referred to our social media page, the more likely you were to win.
Unless you tagged me, Aaron, or James.
Well, I'd like to point out I didn't get tagged
Remy,
once.
Steve.
Oh, Remy, I did. Yeah,
Yeah, so if you tag...
my own mum didn't.
If you
tag
tagged
me.
us, you still got your name in the hat, but not for the ones you tagged us
Yes.
in, because we have heard this podcast before.
This is the second giveaway we've done, because previously we gave away a copy of
Infinity War.
to
Infinity War. Steve Shannon won that one. And in that one, we did a video where we pulled his name out of a Darth Vader cookie jar.
Which I have in my hand. You can hear me shaking it. Have a load of that.
That is his head being rattled.
Really glad I didn't drop that.
So should we pull a name? Should we announce who won?
We will pull a name.
I feel like we should have some epic music. There's nothing more epic than a Jurassic Park theme.
James, hum for me.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
It'll take a long time picking this out. Oh, go on.
Actually, no. Pirates of the Caribbean. It's probably.
Can you do Superman into
No, I can't.
Jurassic
It's
Park?
impossible. No
It is
one can do
impossible,
that.
isn't it?
No.
Anyone out there? I tell you what, next competition, damn it, I'm putting it out there. Send
Okay.
us a video of you humming Jurassic Park, and with no break whatsoever, go into a Superman theme. And if you can do it, we'll send you something.
The first person to do this, we'll send you a brand new Blu-ray or
Yeah.
something that we can put.
Yeah, that is impossible.
The first person to do it.
Video
correctly.
evidence.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a ticket in my hand, boys and girls.
Okay, I would drum roll, but I don't have a drum.
I've already
also-
seen it, and it is
Is it male or female?
questionable. Male.
Hopefully, it's someone we know. Otherwise, we're just being offensive.
Who is winning a copy of Deadpool 2?
Sam
Sam.
Jenkins.
You're joking?
Oh, Jenkinstenstein one.
Oh, Jenkins.
Oh, nice. One of our really good friends.
I know.
Doesn't sound like we've done that at all.
He's probably going to give us it back. So
Anyway, well done, Sam Jenkins.
well
You
done,
are
Sam.
getting a copy.
Well done, mate.
We might-
Proudest day of his life, no doubt.
That's it.
Second.
Please get in contact with us. Let us know your address because we don't know where you live.
Just give it to him on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll see him on Sunday.
Oh, well done.
Think of how much you've saved on stamps.
I will say though, guys, we definitely got a lot more people involved this time round than we did last. It is picking up. We've got some brilliant ideas for some giveaways in the future. We're going to try and get a couple out in quick can't you say the word?
Succession.
There you go.
So the next one will be solo.
We're going to do solo next year. We might have a couple more. Then we're going to venture into maybe some bigger prizes.
I'll tell him
like
your idea about the prize.
I want to do a mystery box.
I love this.
I love Loot Crate. I love My Geek Box. I would like to make up a couple of mystery boxes.
Can I put it out there right now that you have to fill this mystery box with like movie stuff, but you also have to make something to put in the box?
Please.
I
you have
will
to make something.
make, so whether it be a poster or a paper mache mask
Or a little figurine of
or a
some
little
kind.
figurine of some kind, I will make something personally from myself for
Yeah.
all of you to go in the mystery box. Now,
And do you know what we should do? In one of the mystery boxes, we should put in the first script of the dog
oh
phone.
yes,
Oh,
Dog and
yeah.
Bone.
Dog and bone.
The draft.
We go put in a draft.
I
of
don't know
that.
if I've got enough time to write it up. I'm writing a
No,
Christmas
it's
movie
fine.
at the moment.
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
Well, I will say this is something that's not going to be within the next couple of months because I would like to put a bit of money into these boxes, so you're not just getting a load of crap that we found lying about the house. I would like to make sure there is, a Blu-ray in there, some pretty cool little bits and bobs.
I think that's an epic idea. That's so good.
Maybe a box of cereal. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Ooh, everyone likes cereal.
We all like cereal.
Maybe a chocolate bar of some kind.
Yeah, and if we can get a couple, 3 of them out every year or so around some other bits, then yeah. So guys, please keep liking, commenting, sharing with all your friends on social media.
Have a listen.
And absolutely, we want to get this to grow, and luckily for us, we've got some solid listeners, and everyone's been so great to us about the podcast. So please try to get your friends and family to listen as well.
This week has been a really good week for people online liking stuff and commenting and giving
massively.
us good words, I reckon.
Yeah,
we've felt a lot of love this week.
I was going to say we've become quite popular. People are kind of like idolising us now.
I won't go that far.
Well, no, they are.
I mean, they like the show.
We are idolised, which we shouldn't be, because that's a sin.
I see what you're doing here. That is, So one of the things we did this week was, as we said at the top of the episode, we put out there, what are your personal sins in relation to movies?
Confess.
We wanted you to confess your innermost secrets around films. So films that you've seen that you really should have liked but didn't, films you fell asleep through that you really shouldn't have, films that you've been meaning to get around to watching because they're important films or they're classics and you've never done it. Guilty pleasures, films that you absolutely love that to your very core you should have hated because they starred Adam Sandler. Anything like that. And
unforgivable.
We were inundated.
We got a lot. We did get a lot, and it was great.
The Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagram, the personal messages.
There was some utter filth.
I was going to say,
utter filth.
There's sinners out there, boys.
But
there are.
Do have a question. What's that around your neck, Aaron?
It's a dog collar, Samuel.
Funnily enough, I also have a dog collar. James, you're wearing your work uniform.
Yeah.
We got into role.
We got into character.
I got into role. I went undercover with the filth. I went undercover with the heathens who refused to see the good movie. They trolled down the Shepherd's Way with the Beast and Adam Sandler.
Sam and I were just role playing, and then you came round.
Yeah.
I came in and you were baptised. So it was really weird.
Yeah, I had Sam in the bath, and I was just
toilet water.
Yeah.
And then he quickly was like, got dressed.
Yeah, so we did that. That's one thing. We should do a picture at the end of us two in our collars holding Sam Jenkins' name up.
Oh, that'd be a good idea. That'd be a good idea. So we're going to read out some confessions and we're going to pass judgment, but we're going to absolve you of your sins. But there are a few that I feel we cannot forgive. I think we should name and shame as well.
Absolutely. We needed these confessions. And as we all know, God promises mercy. He does not promise tomorrow. So we needed to know this sort of thing, guys.
It's very important. He that hideth his sins shall not prosper, but he that shall confess and forsake them shall obtain mercy. Proverbs 28:13.
Your eternal salvation depends on this. I wrote that thinking, what is this? I don't know what this is. Okay, so should we do this?
Sinner 1. Haley Ann.
Oh, dude, that's very serious.
James. Haley Ann.
She's not seen Shawshank Redemption. But a greater crime. She's watched the Marvel films out of sequence.
Jesus, you're throwing a big hit. I mean, I just blasphemed.
Wow.
Bugger.
She shall toil on her belly for all her days.
I really want to know in what order she's watching them.
Right, tell me this again. Haley Ann has not seen Shawshank Redemption.
She's not seen the Shawshank.
Obviously,
she is not redeemed.
After that class review that I gave last week, surely she's going to go and watch it. Maybe that will absolve her of her sins. Go back to last week's episode. Okay. I mean, that is punishment. Go back to last week's episode, listen to the Shawshank talk, and watch the episode. Let us know how it was. What was the other one? She's seen the Marvel films out of
She's seen the
sync.
Marvel films out of sequence.
What is she, a rebel?
She doesn't care for the rules, sir.
That just doesn't make sense. That is anarchy. That is everything the Sex Pistols were talking about.
She should crawl on her belly for all her days, like the snake.
10 Hail Marys and 10 minutes of silent prayer, I think.
Bless you, my child.
Meditation.
Oh, dear.
Peace be with you.
May peace be with you, Haley Ann.
Sinner, evolve. Let's go. Next one.
Okay. Matt Rich Curtis.
Ooh, the sinner's name.
Bless him, Father, for he has sinned. He's never seen Star Wars Episode 8.
Why Why did you just do the Goosebumps thing?
I can't even talk about this person. Oh, why?
It burns, doesn't it? Ever so slightly.
Find forgiveness, brothers.
You know what? I have seen the light. I don't think he has seen the light until he's seen Star Wars Episode 8.
I mean, until you've seen Princess Leia, Mary Poppins, the hell out of space, how can you call yourself?
She does Mary Poppins the hell out of space.
Yeah.
That's going on the DVD.
which annoys me even more because that scene is terrible, but has one of the worst death scenes in the film.
Yes. The sin of that film is that Akbar went in the same scene. And
That's
he
what I
did-
mean.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
He
Akbar
should've-
dies.
He
and
should
no one cares.
He should have been the one that stayed on the ship, spun it round, sent it into hyperspeed to blow up the destroyer, the ultimate destroyer, because he could have turned the ship, and just before he goes into hyperdrive, he could have gone, "It was a trap," and done it. That's perfect writing.
But Matt Rich Curtis would not know this.
Matt, you need to help yourself and go watch Star Wars Episode 8.
And whilst you're doing that, I think you should help a brother in need.
Go with my blessing, my child.
Okay, I'm going to throw something into the pit, into the sinner's arena. Ryan from the Mr. Multiverse podcast, who actually I do like their podcast.
Yeah,
Cracking episode on the Predator. Really go check that out.
Better than ours.
Yes.
They talked about the original Predator. Yes, they went back to the good one, not the one that we talked about.
So Ryan, what have you done?
Not seen Avatar or the Goonies.
Good man.
Yeah, that's it. I see you budging up on that pew,
Oh yeah, no.
allowing a fellow sinner to sit next to you.
Praise me.
Now, not seeing Avatar, you're not missing much from the film itself. I think you're just missing the hype that
Well, let's
happened
be
at the
perfectly
time.
honest. If you didn't see it when it came out in 3D, when it was the big, there's no point now.
Yeah.
Sam and I
There's
went.
no point.
Sam and I went to the cinema, missed the screening, and then spent 2 hours playing video games, and then Sam watched a 3-hour movie. We were in that cinema for nearly 7 hours.
That's too long.
Or to get our hands on some unobtainium.
I love the fact I've just done maths there, which was quite clearly 5 hours, but somehow come up to 7 hours.
I remember it being red hot the day I watched that in the cinema. Like, I thought I was going to pass out. I ran out of layers to take off. Funny story, I forgot to tell this at the top of the episode. At work, to regular listeners will know that I've had some hiccups with work.
You spilt milk,
Yes.
you fist bumped, and then you've eaten out of a dog bowl.
Yeah. The other day, I was in a boardroom meeting, and it was really, really hot. So I was taking my jumper off, and I do the classy thing. I don't just pull it over my head. I kind of like thread one arm through and underneath, and then I pull
one of them, yeah.
and then I pull the jumper over my shoulder, and then I start
Last arm last.
Yeah, and then my free arm, I start to then thread my arm through, and it was at this point I realised I wasn't wearing a t-shirt underneath, and I was bare bellying the whole room. Like,
Was he there? Was he there?
no, he wasn't in the room. No,
He
so-
just heard this, Aaron.
no. The top boss wasn't there on this one. Although I was in a meeting with him, and he says he was giving this like prep rally speech to everyone, and it was really, really good. He's kind of like, everyone in this room, remember, you're not here by accident. You're here because you are the best at what you do. Long pause, stare at Aaron.
This guy famously can't remember your name as well. He's probably got a report. I was like, if someone's gone to him and gone, can't never guess what Aaron did today. He went, what? He went, he took his shirt off.
Yeah,
Bloody Aaron.
Aaron.
What's
Bloody
it
Aaron.
like?
What's he gonna
yeah.
do?
Luckily, he doesn't know my name. Ryan, Mr. Multiverse Podcast, you are forgiven of your sins.
He's forgiven.
It's Avatar, isn't it?
Yeah, we can forgive you. I really hope when you go to work tomorrow, you see him. You forget to take that dog collar off.
Yeah.
James, what you got for us, baby?
We've got another sinner.
Father,
called
baby.
Father Time, baby. Got another sinner who's coming in our house of worship and forgiveness. Jonathan Davey. He's never seen The Lost Boys.
Kiefer Sutherland's best
He's
film.
never seen The Kiefer.
Has anyone else got? I think there's one more person
Ruth
who's never seen
Hall,
it.
my sister-in-law, has not seen The Lost Boys neither, but does quote that she likes the soundtrack.
Which is a good thing.
is a
At
good
least she
thing.
knows of it.
Oh, it's the best vampire film going.
I love
It's
that.
definitely one of the best
I love
vampire
that.
films.
Kiefer
isn't it?
Sutherland is having a laugh.
That's a nostalgic film all the way through. Review the past for me. Let us argue the matter together. State your case for innocence. Isaiah 43:26. Let's move on to the next one, please.
So what do I have? You see the next one. I think I'm going to forgive Rachel Burns, my child. you've never seen a James Bond film. I don't really care about that personally. If I'm perfectly honest with you, I've seen
You
one.
must have seen at least one, sister.
I've seen one and didn't like it. But we spoke about this on the podcast. You are going to make me watch Daniel Craig eventually.
Yeah, I wanted to do that this week, actually. At some point, I'm going to bring you around Casino Royale and we'll watch that together.
We're going to take a week off together, aren't we, soon? So.
Yeah, we're booking a week off together to watch some films.
Yeah.
How cool is that? No.
Not invited.
No, you can take some time off as well, James.
Okay.
No, we can't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgive my child.
No.
But-
She must go out and she must watch one film from each James Bond.
Oh, from each.
No, as
From
punishment,
each.
you shall watch one of the Roger Moore ones.
I love Roger Moore.
Oh, no. Steve Shannon has not seen The Godfather.
Now that
I have more sinners to add to that one, brother.
Go for it.
John Stevenson has also not seen The Godfather.
Neil Robinson has not seen The Godfather.
Bagginson has never seen The Godfather.
Tom Green has only just watched The Godfather and fell asleep 20 minutes into the second one.
And Tom Green hated it as well, with a burning passion.
Lots of sinners. Sinners left, right, and centre.
On Godfather, also, Father Sam Buckthorpe has never seen Godfather.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, he can't pass judgment because Father Sam has not seen The Godfather
And Remy
trilogy.
Green has never seen it, along with every other film. I've got a big long list of his. I forgot that was underneath.
Their sins and lawless acts I will remember no more. Hebrews 10:17. Someone throw another one at me.
Amen!
Sabby Red has never seen Star Wars.
Sabby!
I mean, Joe.
Mate,
Sinner.
prepare your soul for something even grievous. At work today, I was asking around for movie confessions, and one Lucy... No, sorry, her name's Neve. Her name's Neve Lucy. Said she hasn't seen no Star Wars, and she doesn't plan on seeing them either.
Oh, Jesus, Mary, and St. Patrick.
Speechless.
Blessed
Wordless.
is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds its weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who would attempt to poison and destroy my brothers.
But James, if we confess our sins, he is faithful and just and will forgive us of our sins and justify us from unrighteousness. But they haven't seen Star Wars. Fuck him. You gotta watch Star Wars.
Fucking nerf herder. Yeah,
Right.
I'm sorry, I don't think we can...
There's no forgiveness.
There's no forgiveness.
Burning hell.
Damnation?
No, well, there is only one forgiveness. Watch Star Wars.
Yeah. If you
All of
don't,
them.
Eternal damnation?
And yes,
A
that-
lifetime of watching Adam Sandler films. Worst crime.
Is it that, are we going to be that harsh? I didn't realise we were going to. As if
We
we were
are.
just going to do that. I don't think we're that nasty as people.
We are.
Father Aaron Phoenix
Religion brings
Hall.
the worst out of us.
It really does.
There's
Father
a-
Aaron Phoenix Hall, if you'd like to give us another sinner.
Yes, one person confessed thou sins, and I agree with this person. No, two actually. Stuart Taylor and Fran Thornton do not like Labyrinth. I sit.
Oh, to be fair, I don't
I
have
sit in
that
their table. You are absolved. You do not need to come forth for penance. You are fine.
Fran Thornton did say that he got through it by they were playing a drinking game where every time you got a decent shot of Bowie's nuts, they all did a shot.
Well, that's only because you get drunk in the first 10
There's only-
minutes.
Yeah, he got wasted.
You know, blessed are the meek.
Damn it, I forgot what I was supposed to say.
It was about time the meat got something.
There we go. There's the answer. You popped that one on me too quick,
I know,
James.
I saw you going for
You
a
can't
swig.
do it after Star Wars and stuff. I need a good 10 minutes after that to get ready.
I've got someone I don't think I can forgive here.
After the Star Wars.
I believe this is nearly worse.
Someone who hasn't seen the Star Wars. and
They
you're
have seen the Star Wars,
Right.
so maybe that's a bit of forgiveness.
Go on then.
Anthony Marshall, he's not seen Leon. And he,
Yeah, what is that about?
and he fell asleep during Schindler's List.
Gee.
That sound is me dropping my pen. Do you know what? There's only one thing to say to that. You sit there and you thump your Bible and you say your prayers and it didn't get you anywhere. Talk about your palms, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass.
Are they the two that you wrote down that you really liked? You was bragging about them the whole time before. Oh. Well, if you ask me, it's a spawn of Satan, that child, isn't he?
Not seeing or falling asleep Schindler's List, Cream of Foos can go into that one as well.
Dave Donaldson has never seen Schindler's List. I think it's a bigger crime to fall asleep during Schindler's List.
Most definitely, yeah.
Well,
not having the time to see it is one. Falling asleep is something different.
T. Hill has tried watching it 3 times and haven't finished it
I feel a
once.
beep coming on. Serpent child! Dear.
You just look so angry.
Let's go back a step. Anthony Marshall has not seen Leon.
He's not seen Leon, which is weird because
What?
it's one of the films. Everyone's got a film that they make someone watch.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't be
You
your
made me
friend
watch it.
till you. I made Sam watch it. It was like, I can't be your friend till you watch this film. You and I had both seen it, and we still sat down to watch it.
Yeah.
Early on in our friendship.
You watch that film so you can
bought me
go
on
around.
DVD.
You watch that so you can go around going, I've just been watching some French cinema. It's a brilliant film.
I don't understand it.
I actually, put it on its head, reverse it. I envy Anthony Marshall because he's going to watch something fantastic and spectacular.
But you better.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch it, which is part of your punishment, that 10 Hail Marys, watch Die Hard twice and sit in silence for 10 minutes and talk to Jesus.
I guess Gary Oldman would be proper beautiful as well.
Gary Oldman is insane in that film.
Everybody!
Yeah.
I don't know why I turned into Richard Nixon at the end.
It's just how he eats that pill, that like paracetamol or whatever he
Cracks
takes.
his
Yeah.
neck and, beautiful. What
Gary
a,
Oldman, what a bay in that
what
film.
a babe. Would you like one
Also
from
made me want to get a potted plant as well. But
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Makes me want to kill people and hang around with Natalie Portman.
As a child.
I know, whatever she's Sam made that joke.
we should resolve some more sins.
Let's stay away from that
Blessed
part.
be, let's continue.
So, Chibs, you got one mention today. We'd like you on the podcast because you're a friend. Maybe not after this.
No.
Okay, so he's not seen Casino. Okay, fair enough. I've got a couple of us that's never seen it.
Episode 7, go back, listen to it. Listen to us talk about it, watch it. That's first sin. That's first punishment.
Absolutely. And there's a couple of us not seen it. He likes Little Nicky.
Jesus saves. What?
Father Sam also likes Little Nicky.
I mean, that is a film that came straight out of Satan's pit.
Literally.
I also like that film.
Welcome to the Sorry You're in My Seat podcast. You're joined by Aaron and Sam and no one else.
Aaron and Sam. See you soon.
That's how
Don't
bad
leave me with him.
That's how bad it was. I wanted to leave.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I mean, I tell you what, you're down there with Remy. Remy's the only other person I know who likes Adam Sandler films.
In fact, I just want to get rid of Remy. Can I do Remy really quick? Because his list is stupid.
Oh, I don't know. Prepare myself for a lot of teeth sucking.
Well, I'm going to be silent until the end, right? I'm not even going to say anything until the list is complete. What has Remy confessed to?
He has. They're all not scenes. So Remy Green has not seen Godfather, Schindler's List, Scarface, It's a Wonderful Life, 2001: Space Odyssey, Apocalypse Now, Raging Bull, There Will Be Blood, Blade Runner.
Oh.
He likes Adam Sandler.
I mean, the thing with Remy is he's probably obviously had like a really busy life. And the power of Christ compels you!
The power of Christ compels you.
It saves. Why do I keep blasphemy?
I've got a punishment for you. Put him in the hole.
Yes.
Put Remy in the hole.
We've never put a human in the hole.
We're putting Remy in the hole. I don't want to hear his face.
we
I
actually
don't want to
put
see his voice.
we put Remy in the
We'll
hole.
put Remy in the hole
For anyone who's-
where he'll spend eternity with his brother, Adam Sandler.
For anyone who's first time listening to the show, first off,
Put him in a hole.
first off, welcome. It's not normally this biblical, and we end each episode by putting really bad films into what we call Sam's Hole. It's a place where films do not come back from, and we no longer talk about it.
Discarded.
And there's a lot of Adam Sandler films in there at the moment, and by the sounds of it, we're putting Remy into your hole.
I think we should discuss it at the
Part of
end.
me feels like he's been there before.
What, in Sam's hole? Okay, not today.
Oh,
I was
matron.
working.
It's a very carry-on joke that you did.
Okay, let's...
Matt Jones don't like Star Wars,
What?
Sam
and he
Ken-
is literally a brother. What's
do you mean?
going on?
He doesn't like Star Wars, so he's not seen it. He doesn't like Star Wars.
He's seen it and doesn't like it.
Oh, can I also add, there is more, but Jack Thorne has also never seen Star Wars. I didn't realise that was on my list.
Matt Pacey doesn't like Star Wars.
Sam
What is
Kennedy has
wrong?
never seen Star Wars, and she's also never seen Lion King.
Wrong with
What's
know.
wrong with these people? I'll tell you something, I'm never going to talk to them again. That's
none
what I'm
of
going
them?
to do.
Join a line in the sand. Done with them people.
You know what? I've got a lot of things here I could say in a biblical sense, but I'm not going to because I just don't like them anymore, and they all smell of cheese.
Thou shalt not enjoy movies, apparently.
Just a bunch of poo faces.
Nerf herders.
That's all I've got.
Yeah, let's move on. We don't want to talk about these people. They're all going in my hole.
John Hartwell has not seen Blade Runner,
I can
which I
accept
can
that.
only assume is the original.
Neither have I. Neither is Jamie Foster.
I like Blade Runner. I think it's a fantastic film.
Not for me.
Marlene Green's never seen a Harry Potter film.
If you hold anything against anyone, forgive them so that your Father in heaven may forgive you of your sins. Why have you not seen Harry Potter?
I wish I hadn't.
What?
Oh, brother, I have a confession. I forced Sam to watch a Harry Potter film against his will once. So it's not technically...
We told that story.
no,
on the
we didn't, but
podcast.
not on one we've released.
Ah, right, yeah.
So Sam...
One that's in the crypt.
So Sam and I went to the cinema and Sam stupidly let me buy the tickets. And
I think he was going to go see some shitty B-list horror film.
I really wanted to see Harry Potter.
Saw film.
I really wanted to see Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire because I hadn't seen it yet.
I don't know if we've already told this story, but did I tell you about the story when I went with Sam and Cream?
I think we've told this.
He's in the same one. So I forced Sam, and Sam didn't realise till we were heading into the cinema that we were going to go see Harry Potter, and he threw it, see fear. I started dragging his face, like, I don't want to go see. His excuse was I hadn't seen the other one, so I won't know what's going on. I was like, you won't understand if we've seen Saw 12 still soaring. So
yeah, when we went to watch Dread, Sam and Cream bought the tickets. Then I went up and went, boys, I'm going to go watch Total Recall. I bailed.
We won.
To be fair, actually, while we're
won.
but while you're talking about sins, actually, Samuel, when we were at college, we had a Friday date to go watch Star Wars 2: The Clone Wars, and I came out of my free period to find that you'd already gone. Someone else.
I would have gone with you as well.
brother, betrayal.
I nearly got beat up in that showing as well. I threw popcorn at a friend, but because he screamed like a little girl, the guy turned in front of us, turned around a friend, smashed my face in.
Well, good, because you went without me, and I would have looked after you.
I know you would have.
Feels like you deserved that, Sam, for breaking
I
a
know.
brother's promise.
Who is next?
Taking a swig of beer, and I will say Chunk Fawn has not seen Scarface.
You know, I've not got much to say about it. I like Scarface. I really do like Scarface. But again, that is one of those films that I didn't see for a very long time.
Punishment, go back to episode 7, listen to the Robert De
Listen
Niro
to it.
Al Pacino
I
podcast.
think you will get around to watching it at some point in your life. Because he's a lot like me, Chunk. It's a long film, whenever
Don't
a long time.
ever give an excuse to a sinner. How dare you?
Sorry.
I spit on this.
Remy was the only other one. Like
Thomas Retzlaff has never seen Grease, The Sound of Music, or Taxi Driver.
I can forgive him if he's 12. How old is this person?
Yeah, like in his 40s.
Oh, there's no
No.
excuse.
I don't get how. I mean, I've never seen Sound of Music, but
I love Sound of Music, weirdly, I really do
I've never
like
seen
it.
it. I don't get how you can be that old and never have seen Grease.
Yeah.
Grease is one of those films that I feel is forced on you as well. There's at some point you must have seen it because it's flipping everywhere.
Or you've done a school play, or like you've been with a partner, or something like that. You said, let's put Grease on, and against your better will, you've done it. There's loads of opportunities to have seen John Travolta's Greatest Ever.
I mean, he is German. Maybe they just didn't bring it out over there.
Maybe.
Maybe there was a German version.
Oh no, Grease. I was going to say maybe The Sound of Music, but not Grease.
I know Greece, when it came out in Spain, was called Vaselina.
That's true.
No, I know, isn't it? That's the whole episode of what's Die Hard. It becomes
Die Harderist in Amsterdam, in Holland. Die Harderist.
Oh, there's some cracking ones there.
I think I've only got one more, and that is that Steve Green has never seen Debbie Does Dallas.
Which is a lie, because I know he was in it. He was a fluffer.
Scott Ward walked out of Magnolia, and I just, well done.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a very bad film.
I feel dirty just even to. Oh no, I saved one. My Ultimate Sinner. Claire Warren has not seen Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, or Harry Potter.
All three.
All of them.
That woman,
Collectively, that's like 50 films.
that woman does not like cliffhangers or part twos. We're just gonna make noises. I think she should be taken out back and scrubbed till every dirty germ has left her body and she is cleansed and baptized in a beautiful world on the road, not bacon, where she can purified. The first succulent traveller to the North Peaks.
I like it. Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you.
Religion.
I'm out. I can't take any more of this sin.
I don't know
I've got
whether
a
I
few
feel
more.
happy or sad from this. All right,
I've got a few more. Can I just bang a few out quickly?
bang them out, mate. Nail them in.
My dad tried to get involved, but he mentioned a film that's in the hole.
Oh, is
Unlike you, James, I don't mention films that are in the hole.
I do. Are you? Okay.
Mike Anderson hates Home Alone. Don't get that.
Yeah, he doesn't like Christmas, obviously.
Well, obviously. Jack Thorne never seen Star Wars. Seen The Hobbit, but no Lord of the Ring films.
You've seen The
Don't
Hobbit,
get
but not
that.
Lord of the Rings.
Don't get it. I've seen Lord of the Rings, never seen
How
The
old
Hobbit.
is he?
All three
Mid-20s.
Oh, that's no excuse.
of the original Lord of the Rings films are in IMDb's top 10 films of all time.
Oh, really?
All three of them.
Baggy, no Godfather, and he gave up on Kill Bill. I don't get that. I love Kill
Oh
Bill.
no, I don't like Kill Bill. I'll
really?
let him off for
I
that
loved
one.
it.
I like Kill Bill.
No, not for me.
Anna Bennett. These are her words, not mine, so you can't tell me off for being sexist. Hates Dirty Dancing, even as a woman.
Well, do you know what? As a man, I friggin' love Dirty Dancing.
I like it. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
I do really like it.
Hungry eyes.
Jamie Foster, no Blade Runner. And this is my biggest sin I've saved till the end.
Yours.
This is not mine.
Although I'd like to point out the list of your films, mate, that you haven't seen. You're a sinner.
Well,
oh yeah.
I'm getting there though.
You are getting there.
This, if anything, has just proven to me that I'm not the only one.
That's no excuse.
I'm not the only one.
Do you want to be one of the Lord's chosen?
I am.
Okay, I'll let you off.
Recording at my house. Go home if you don't like it.
He's bought the house
Yeah.
card.
And I'll keep pulling the house
These
card.
people need an Aaron and James in their life.
They do, don't they? Can I give you the last one?
Go on then.
Can my heart take it?
Brad Green. Okay, so we'll start no Halloween. Understand that? Might not be your bag.
Original Halloween, no Halloween.
You've never seen Trainspotting?
Why not?
Okay.
Doesn't like a single Batman film. What is wrong with this man? I'm being deadly
hold it in,
serious.
James.
What is
Hold
wrong
it
with
in,
him?
James. James, he's boiling. Don't do it, James. Don't do it. Absolve him of his sins. Don't do it.
Be gone, spawn of
In the
Satan.
seventh
Be
circle
gone.
of hell, according to Dante's Inferno, there lies a being with three heads: Lucifer, Satan, and
Brad
Judas. Judas, who betrayed the Lord and Jesus. And so his punishment was the third head. And behind the third head, the third bomb is Brad Green!
We say Brad Green's the anus.
He's the anus of the third head! The anus!
Brad Green is Judas's anus. Very nice, is it? I completely forgot about Sheps as well. I'll quickly do Sheps. He only liked It from Stephen King. Didn't like any of the others.
Well, actually, that's a TV adaptation. It's not a film.
Yeah, we know that. This was old me, but I'm completely away from it. He said, if Tom Cruise is on the movie poster, now I'm not interested.
That's to be fair.
Vanilla Sky, good choice.
Yeah. Lord of War is Nick Cage's best film. Never seen it.
Oh, get out.
What?
Shep, get out. Come
Raising
in.
Arizona.
Shep, come in and then get out again.
American Sniper. The book was fantastic. The film, utter shite.
I love the film.
Clint Eastwood's biggest grossing film, isn't it?
I loved it. I thought it was
I thought
fantastic.
it was great.
I mean,
To be fair, I haven't read the book though, so I can't compare.
I haven't read the book, but and I wasn't like overly sold on the film, but it was.
It was decent, yeah.
I mean, it's not an Adam Sandler film, is it?
No, I thought it was brilliant.
It's no Lord of War.
Two more is doesn't understand the hype over Quentin Tarantino. I know.
Liberty, what?
I know. God is watching, Father Aaron. God is watching.
Oh,
He is listening.
The Lord preached forgiveness.
Tarantino, just Pulp Fiction. Just watch Pulp Fiction.
Controversial. I love Pulp Fiction. I always liked Reservoir Dogs more.
Oh yeah, that's what I don't mind.
I'm okay with that.
I don't mind you saying either of them two. Oh, Jackie Brown, I think is his most underrated film.
Oh, I like Jack Brown. I'm one of those weird people that like Jack Brown.
I wouldn't say
I
it's
just
good as
like
them
I
two.
like Reservoir Dogs because of the story behind it.
Yeah.
Because Quentin Tarantino was working at Blockbuster at the time, wasn't he? He wrote the script.
It's very much a play, isn't
And
it?
I was going to say, Harvey Keitel's wife read it and took it back to Harvey Keitel. And Harvey Keitel read it and said he'd help finance it and show it to movie executives, but only if he could play Mr. White. And I thought it was really
Love
cool.
that.
that's
Love
very
it.
cool. And finally, to him, the three best Jokers.
Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson, probably Mark Hamill, I'd probably guess.
No, James.
Who's
Not him.
No, go third. Who was his third choice?
Third choice. Number 3 was Heath Ledger.
Well, at least he's in the top 3.
Number 2 was Jack Nicholson.
Oh, yeah, okay, pretty strong. So,
flip
so
them
has
the
he
other way
gone
around.
Mark Hamill as number 1? Because I'd go Mark Hamill. I completely agree.
It was always between Mark Hamill for me and Heath Ledger.
yeah,
Jared
probably.
Leto, mate.
Go home.
What?
Jared Leto.
I'm fucking done.
It's Mark Hamill.
This person needs to go on a pilgrimage to Jerusalem.
Shep, come on, mate.
In the seventh circle of hell, called the Dante's Inferno, the beast has 3 heads, and on the 3rd head is Judas, and behind Judas is the ball. You want a pimple on Judas's bottom? You want Brad Pitt's pimple?
Brad
Pitt.
Brad Green.
He's Judas's gooch.
Well,
It's cute.
do you have any closing statements for us, Aaron?
Yeah, bunch of sinners.
Have you got any more, James, that you'd like to read out?
Disgusting that we call these people our friends.
Well, I feel that we have shown people the power of God, if you ask me. What do you think?
Yes.
I think if
Didn't
people...
you get ordained once?
Eh?
Didn't you get ordained once?
Yeah, in the state of California.
There you go. So he's closer than any of us.
Yep. I'll have you know, I've actually got my dog collar in my pocket because my big fat neck won't let me do this button up on my shirt.
That's funny because that looks like a bit of card from an anniversary present.
No, it was an engagement card, actually.
I mean, right. So there's one thing that I've learned from this, my brothers. I don't know why I keep slipping into that southern thing. We have work to do.
Yes.
This is your salvation. Sorry You're in My Seat will save your souls.
Just send a check to Sorry You're in My Seat, and we will,
Sam's house.
we'll perform exorcisms on all of you.
Yes. I need a middle-aged priest and a slightly more
actually-
middle-aged priest.
Here's what you can do to absolve your sins. First off, click that subscribe button.
Yes.
Refer 2 or 3 friends. Watch Die Hard. And leave us a 5-star review on Facebook. Sound fair?
If we offended you, just do that still.
If we offended you, we're sorry, but we're not really.
We're sorry. You're in my seat.
Doesn't like it.
We should name a podcast after that.
We should, shouldn't we? Well,
I'm exhausted.
I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit tired after that. I feel a bit sick.
All this exercising bad thoughts and demons and poo goblins.
Here's the
Gentlemen,
thing.
may peace be with you.
When you struggle, it's the good fight. That's what we've done. We've done the Lord's work.
I feel we've seen the light. We're sharing that light with others.
I think it's time to take this light to the road, not bacon.
Aye. I just feel like I'm throwing faith everywhere.
Brother Aaron, peace be with you.
Peace be with you.
Brother Sam, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine here, mate.
Yeah, good, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Peace be with you.
I've still got some pizza left in the other room. Shall we pack this up so we can eat?
Live long and prosper.
You left me at hello.
Should we end every episode like we do by putting films into the vault? So I think we pick one film off the sinners list that we throw into the vault.
Into the vault. Let me have a look at my Leon.
Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's open our arms and give the gift of Leon to the world.
Leon
Except Leon
is number 28 in the vault.
Oh.
Leon, or sometimes you might find it out there, it's called Leon the Professional because it's different names in different countries. So there you go.
Which I will upload that to this website that will be coming very soon.
The website that we're building. Yes.
That I'm building.
Has anyone confessed to a film that we do not like that we put into the pit? Now, Remy's going in there.
No. Remy's going in the hole.
So the pit is what we call, it's actually Sarlacc's pit from Star Wars. I mean, if you haven't seen it, you won't get that joke. But it's where Boba Fett meets his end in Star Wars. And we throw in films that just a bit rubbish, really. Has anyone confessed to it? I mean, I'd throw Labyrinth in there. I think that would annoy, a lot of people, but I would
Labyrinth is going in there.
I didn't like Labyrinth.
Goodbye, David Bowie's very tight clothes.
I am writing that in, not saving it till the end when I can figure out how to spell it.
Next.
And for the hole.
So this is...
we need to discuss this. Can we put Remy in the hole? Because we're going to he's going to say something that
No,
annoys
because
us
he
again.
wants to be a guest, which means we'll have to blank him. So I kind of want that to happen.
I'm going to blank him so hard. He's
just not going to be. He's just going to be sat in the background going, "Oh, I like that film." Yeah.
No, actually, I tell you what we'll do. We will put him in the hole, and then his episode.
Let's put him on trial.
It will be a trial or an exorcism of Remy Green.
Yes.
Out of the hole.
Yeah, we'll see if we can pull him out.
We'll see if he's got any redeeming qualities of him.
Right, well.
The saviour, Remy Green, is in the hole.
You know what the best thing is? On the website, there is just a picture of all of the films.
And now there's going to be a picture of Remy.
A picture of Remy. I can't wait to find the best picture of him. So, Remy, Mark, with a C, Green, is in the hole.
Okay.
And he's gone.
And we end each and every episode by pulling a ticket out of my cinema box. So I've collected every ticket to or just about every film I've been to see since 2002. Each and every week, Sam pulls out he pulls out a ticket from the box, and James and I will try our best to remember the film. Bearing in mind, there's been a lot of beer and shouting biblical references since then. So
I'll try and keep my blasphemy within.
Okay, so Sam, what have you pulled out this week?
I'm going to go into the box.
He's in the box.
I was actually just rustling some paper. I already have the ticket. Ta-da.
You're ruining the magic.
Oh, sorry. Oh, what have I got here?
Do you remember when I used to do that what's in the box bit? I don't do that anymore. Go on.
No, I'm glad about that.
So, Sam!
Yes, James.
What's in the box?
And this has been Sorry We're Massive. So, Aaron, on the 19th of September 2009 at 8:30 in the evening, you paid £8.30 to sit in seat 10 of row H in screen 4 to see 500 Days of Summer.
What a film.
What a beautiful film.
Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Great.
Joseph
yeah.
Gordon, free name Levitt.
And Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe Deschanel. Great actor.
Babe.
Both of them.
Yeah,
Lots of babes, both of
best
them.
friends in real life as well.
Really?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
some wicked videos of them playing music together on YouTube.
Yeah. They like play the ukulele together and sing. Really hipster stuff.
So it could go completely wrong. He's kind of desperate to be in a relationship, and she's kind of like laissez-faire, laid back, doesn't want it. And it's kind of like that weird story where one of them they both like each other, but one of them likes them more than the other likes them. But usually it's the other way around in these films. In this one, it's the guy likes the girl
he falls
more,
head over heels with her.
but the girl just kind of likes him.
Yeah. I think they have the honeymoon period, and when that dries off, she obviously
She's a proper free spirit. And
she doesn't want to be tied down. She doesn't. So it's a love story which doesn't go the way that we think it's going to go.
Ending,
no, but I think it reigns real true. You know, it gets to the point where he sits down with her at the end of the film, and he's like, and she, she finds someone else, and she gets married, and she's like, and she's like,
just right,
that wasn't the right time. This guy came at the right time. I thought it was a real honest. Real decent portrayal of a love story that sometimes goes wrong.
It's not Disney love, it's real love.
It's
real life.
Yeah, I mean it's laced with hipster references. He's a wannabe architect. They share a passion of indie music and like coffees and cafes and all that kind of stuff. It's a real.
Who doesn't own
Why do they always want to be architects?
2018?
Wouldn't it be a better story if we just wanted to be a butcher?
Yeah,
just I'd watch
just a bus driver.
Yeah, exactly.
But the absolute gem of this film is the soundtrack.
The soundtrack is out.
I don't remember it. It does strike me as a sort of good soundtrack because of the time of it was really when I was
I've got the soundtrack. It's a constant go-to. In particular, Hall & Oates, You Make My Dreams Come True.
As I recall, it was quite a charming film. I remember being charmed.
Yeah, he even breaks out halfway through into a dance number when he goes into the Hall & Oates song, and it just completely.
That became our favourite song from that. Because of that film, that became our favourite song.
Yeah, and we often crack out the Hall & Oates vinyls now.
Which was the first vinyl I bought, H2O by Hall & Oates, all because of that film.
Yeah, that song's not on that album though, is it?
It's not.
It's got Man-Eater on it though, yeah.
Time Pays and whatnot.
Oh, great.
I like that film.
I love it. Not for the top 100, but it's a definite go.
If it went in there, it would leave.
Yeah. If we put it in now, it would only have to move away at some point. But brilliant film.
Please go watch.
Love it. Right, let's end the episode. So we're just past the 1 hour 13 mark, boys. Well done.
Not bad. I thought it was going to be a long one. So
we saved a lot of souls. You can't put a time on that.
No,
well, you can.
Yeah,
An
an hour
hour
and 13. Yeah, pretty much. Give or take the opening talk as well. So I'd say about half hour for saving souls.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. So
more than the Catholic Church has done.
Well, we've lost a few listeners now, haven't we?
Yeah.
So just a quick recap. Congratulations, Sam. Drop us a message and we'll sort out getting you this DVD by airmail or however we send it to you. And just to reiterate, please like, share, listen, give it to your friends as a gift.
Give it to your friends.
Give it to your friends. Pass it on
to your friends.
Nice.
Yeah, that's going to be our new slogan. Give it to your friends.
Give it to your friends.
Yeah.
Like I give it to mine.
Yeah. Okay then, boys. Let's end the episode because I need a beer.
Yeah, me too.
Right, this has been Sawyer and Massey. Thanks for joining us. We'll put this next one out next week. So
On Friday.
Yeah. So keep your eyes and ears peeled. If I don't see you later, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.